How far is Vrindavan? Can anybody help a blind man find his way? Where is Vrindavan? Can anybody say how far? What's the use? Who hear me? I've lost my way. God knows where I am. The holy men say, go to Vrindavan. There you can meditate on the Supreme Lord Krishna and attain peace. Well, I can meditate anywhere. Do you hear that, my lord? Anywhere.
I heard you. For an old man, you certainly have a loud voice.
Who's there?
Just a cowherd. I was bringing my cows back from pasture when I noticed you wandering in the forest alone. You seemed upset, so I brought you some hot milk to calm you down.
Hot milk? From where?
From a householder nearby. Certainly you hear the bells from their evening worship.
Ah, yes, yes, the bells. Now the sun sets in the west. Another day has come and gone.
Come, please, sit down over here. That's it, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Now sit and rest yourself.
Oh.
And here, drink.
Oh. This milk is delicious. Thank you.
Tell me, what is your name?
My name is Bilvamangala. And yours?
My name is Nandulal. I'm a cowherd in this village.
And what village is that?
The village of Vrindavan.
Vrindavan? The land of Krishna? Oh, Vrindavan! Oh, Vrindavan! Oh, Vrindavan, I'm here at last! Nandulal, Nandulal, describe this place to me.
There's not much to describe. It's just a simple forest.
Just another forest? Why don't you know this forest contains special trees? Kalpavriksha, wish-fulfilling trees. Why, beneath their roots lie valuable stones and jewels. These trees can give you whatever you want. Tell me, are you from Vrindavan?
Yes, I've lived here practically all my life.
Well, I'm surprised you don't know about these things. You are very fortunate to live here in this special place, just depending upon Krishna's land and cows. Why, since time immemorial, great saints have made pilgrimage here to meditate in these forests, to bathe in the river Yamuna. And why? Because Lord Krishna had his pastimes here. And you live here, and all you see is a simple forest?
Simply beautiful. This forest abounds with the growth of lustrous green grass. Multicolored flowers perfume the air. The trees are fully laden with ripened dates, mangoes, and blackberries. Bees hum jubilantly, and the birds are sweetly singing to one another. I come here to enjoy the mild breezes and radiant sunshine while I tend my cows. I have many friends who come to see me, and they always bring me something delicious to eat.
Such as?
Halava, pakoras, puris, sweet rice, sandesh, laddu, rasgul.
Enough! Enough, Nandulal. You're making me hungry.
Then here, try this.
Oh. Oh, amazing. Why, I've never tasted such sweetness before. But then everything is sweet in this land of Krishna. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't bring you anything. I've simply come here to meditate on the Supreme.
I hope you're not one of those people who come here to meditate to become God.
One cannot become God. God is already God.
I've heard so many different stories. Some people say that nature is God. Others say we can become God. And others say, there is no God.
And who gives them the power to say such things? They may say so much, but one cannot even speak or see or hear by his own strength. And when the time for death comes, everything stops, and no one can conquer death. It is the Supreme Lord Krishna who is giving them the power to speak. And you live here in Krishna's own abode. Why, you should know these things.
You know, Bilvamangala, I'm beginning to like you.
Well, I like you too, Nandulal. Tell me, do you know the way to the river Yamuna? I want to bathe in its holy waters and chant Hare Krishna. Then I'll be clean both internally and externally.
I'll gladly show you the way. Come.
Nandulal, better you find yourself some rich merchant who can reward you for your kindness. I'm just a blind man. I am nothing.
Then you are qualified. Come. Here is your lota. I'll take you to the river before it gets too late. Come.
Well, all right. Oh, sitting alone in Vrindavan, I am getting so many realizations. I have nothing. Everyone has abandoned me. But it gives me a laugh. Oh, where are my affectionate mother and father now? Where are my friends and lovers? Where have they gone? All that is left is a list of names. We come together for a brief moment in eternal time, and then finished. The body dies. The soul transmigrates. Another birth, another body, another life, another death. How many bodies does the eternal soul take in that way? Oh, Krishna, you have shown me that naked form of material existence. By your strength, it has become tasteless to me. Oh, how kind you are, my Lord. How very kind you are. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopa. Nandulal. Nandulal, is that you?
Of course it's me. Are you expecting someone else? I brought your milk.
Oh,
Here.
you are so kind to bring me this hot milk at the end of each day. Ah, wonderful. Nandulal, you've never told me about your parents. Who are they? They're so fortunate to have such a nice son like you.
It is I who am fortunate. My father is a great cowherd, a leader among all the cowherd men. He maintains thousands of cows. And my mother is the most amazing cook in the universe. Every day she prepares so much for me, I can't even eat it all. Therefore I distribute it to my friends. And I even give it to the monkeys in the forest. Bilvamangala, tell me about your friends.
Oh, I've lost all of mine
Oh.
because I'm old.
Oh,
In our youth, we never think about such things, growing old and death. But suddenly our whole life is gone. Yet if we understand that we are eternal spirit soul, there is no fear. Not only you and I, but the trees and the insects and all living creatures, great and small. We are all parts of God. Therefore we should always remember him, no matter what we do.
so this is why you're always chanting. Every day when I come to see you, you're always chanting.
Yes, yes. And you should also chant.
This type of meditation is for saints and yogis.
Oh.
I spend my time doing other things.
Oh, no, my friend. It's for everyone. Everyone is inquiring as to the goal of life.
Everyone?
Yes. Everyone is asking questions. The birds are getting up early in the morning asking, where is the worm? And the spider is waiting in his web asking, when will the fly land on my web? And the dogs. The dogs are all barking, challenging others. Woof, 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 woof. Who do you think you are? What do you want? So everyone is asking questions. But what are our questions? Where is something to eat? How can I defend myself? Where is my mate? Will I find a place to sleep tonight? These are the questions. But when one comes to the question of the soul, then he has come to something real. When will I be freed from attachment to this material world? Oh, my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly while I chant your holy name? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
You seem to hold the name of Krishna in a very special place.
Yes. And I'll tell you a secret.
A secret?
Yes, come close. The holy name of Krishna is not an ordinary sound. Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtan. It is descending to us directly from his eternal abode. Therefore we should humbly chant Hare Krishna.
Bilvamangala, you're quite humorous. Speaking so much philosophy to a simple cowherd? Come, it's getting late. Here is your lota. It's time to take your bath.
Nandulal, as we walk together, let us chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Well?
I'm sorry.
No?
If my friends see me chanting, I don't know what they'll say. But you go on. I like it when you chant.
Well, all right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nandulal. How fortunate you are to grow up in a place like this. The land is all transcendental touchstone, and the trees wish-fulfilling trees. The water is all nectar. Every step is a dance, in every word a song. And here, the constant companion of Krishna's is flute. And the effulgence of transcendental bliss is experienced everywhere. Don't you feel it? Nandulal, make me a promise.
What kind of promise?
Promise me that you'll never leave Vrindavan.
Well,
there's no need for you to ever leave here.
I'm certainly not going to make that kind of promise. There's a big world out there, so much to look forward to.
Oh, what's there to look forward to? Birth, death, old age, disease. That's what everyone has to look forward to, nothing more. But you are a young man and I an old man. The young rarely listen to the advice of the old.
I'm very curious. Tell me, what did you do before you came here? Tell me about your youth.
When I was young like you, I would sit and stare out the window at the horizon and the clouds, and I was bored.
It does sound boring.
Well, I come from a rich family. I never had to worry about where to sleep or what to eat. Always dressed in the finest cloth. And when I grew up, I married a chaste wife. I had friends and family, and I never had to work. In other words, I was miserable. I didn't know what to do with myself. By and by, I became a woman hunter.
Oh.
Finally, I took up with a prostitute.
Oh,
Nandulal, I didn't mean to bring this up. Besides, I've come here to forget the past and devote myself fully to Lord Krishna.
was she beautiful?
Who?
The prostitute.
Nandulal, you are not helping me at all, dragging up this madness from my past life.
I think you should tell me all about it.
Nandulal, how can you ask such a thing?
In this way, I can benefit from your experience, so I won't make the same mistake myself. You owe it to me. Tell me, what was her name?
Her name... Her name was Chintamani. She was enough to drive a man crazy. Except for one thing. She didn't give a damn about anyone. She just wanted the money, that's all they want. Oh, but I was an addict for that woman. I even left my father's funeral to go to her. In fact, there was a terrible storm that night. I'll never forget it. Lightning flashed everywhere. Thunder roared. It rained so hard you couldn't see 2 feet in front of you. And I had to cross a river. So I ran to several boatmen. "Take me across, boatman! Take me across! I need to get across the river!" None of them listened. They all thought I was mad. But I was ready to risk my life to spend the night with her. What did I care? I had given her every penny I had. She had me on a hook. For her, I would flap about like a fish out of water. Well, I saw a log drifting by the shoreline. I jumped in and grabbed onto it, holding on to that log for dear life. I crossed that raging river. When I reached the other side, I saw what I'd been holding on to. Not a log, but a stinking, foul corpse. Finally, when I reached her place, I had to scale a wall. But not on a rope or a vine. Oh, no. On a cobra. Have you seen the way they hang? I should be dead. Dead. Well, when I entered her room, she was amazed. amazed that I could even think about coming to her in such a storm. Then she spoke to me in a strange way. You risk your life for me, a prostitute, so much attached to this body which you are so fond of, will soon grow old and die. Then what will you do? If only you were so attached to Krishna, then you could achieve something truly good. I couldn't believe my ears. But somehow her words had penetrated into my stone-like heart. I trembled, and I felt my whole existence change. Well, I became a mendicant. I wandered here and there. I fasted, and I performed austerities. But in the core of my heart, I was still obsessed by lust. Well, one day, while in the marketplace, I saw a woman of the greatest beauty. My deceitful eyes declared, "Oh, here is the treasure that will bring you happiness." Foolish eyes. Well, I followed her home, and I approached her husband, a merchant who had invited me to stay with them. "Sir, I have a request to ask from you," I said. Yes, of course. You're a sadhu and a guest in my home. I will give you whatever you want." "I want your wife." He was shocked, but he agreed. "Yes, whatever your intentions, you are a guest in my house, so I cannot refuse your request." Well, that night, I entered her room. There she waited for me, shy and afraid. I can't understand this. This couple is making such a sacrifice just to appease my lust. I don't want this. Oh, God, I don't want this. Then I spoke to her. Mother, please hand me your hairpins. Yes, your hairpins. Thank you. Now go. Lust, my eternal enemy, burns like fire and is never satisfied. And by lust, I am dragged away to a land where all that matters is the desires of the body. Blinded by lust, my eyes betray me, so I must blind them.
Bilvamangala! Bilvamangala!
Oh, my Lord. Please, let me never again forget you. For I know that if I serve you with devotion, one day I will see you face to face. And then my life will become perfect.
Bilvamangala, you are very brave. You have given up everything for your Krishna. I'm so happy I met you. Come, it's getting late. It's time for your bath.
Nandulal, promise me you'll never leave Vrindavan.
Have no fear. I promise.
Hey Gopal, hey Shava Madhava, Dinadayar, Dinadayar, Prabhu, Dinadayar, hey Shava Madhava, Dinadayar, hey Govinda, hey Govinda. Oh, where is he? What's keeping him? Oh, who is this Nandulal that I should worry about him so? How has this affection come about? If only I had so much love for Krishna. Oh, where is he? What's keeping him? I can think of nothing else but him. I love him more than a most dear friend.
Bilva, what is it?
You did not come. Oh, I was so worried.
Tell me, what is wrong?
It's my heart. My life is finished.
Lie still. Let me massage your heart.
Oh.
Don't be stubborn. You'll be fine.
This body is old. It is meant to die. At least it will be here in Vrindavan.
Don't speak like that. If you die, who will help me become Krishna conscious?
Simply think of Lord Krishna and chant his names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Nandulal, I feel better. Your massaging has given me new life.
No. It's because of your sincere chanting. So Krishna is letting you stay here a little bit longer.
Nandulal, I think you know more about Krishna than you're willing to admit. Tell me something about Krishna. A story. Go on, it will give me strength.
Very well. Krishna was very pleased with the atmosphere of the forest, where flowers bloomed and bees and drones hummed jubilantly, while all the trees, branches, and birds were all looking very happy. Krishna, tending his cows and accompanied by his cowherd friends, began to play his flute. Upon hearing this sweet vibration, the cowherd girls of Vrindavan began to remember him. How Krishna dressed, decorated with a peacock feather on top of his head, just like a dancing actor, and with blue flowers pushed over his ear. His garment glowed yellow gold, and he wore a very beautiful, fragrant garland of flowers. When the peacocks heard the sound of Krishna's flute, they became mad and danced in ecstasy. And when the other animals, plants and trees saw the dancing of the peacocks, they became overwhelmed with joy. The cows, being very much charmed by the sound of Krishna's flute, compared that sound to be like the pouring of nectar, and thus they immediately spread their long ears open just to catch that liquid nectar. Govardhan Hill, being always in contact with the lotus feet of Krishna, began to offer him different types of roots, herbs, and fruits, as well as very pleasing crystal clear water from its lakes in presentation to the Lord. While Krishna continued to play his flute, all the moving creatures became stunned, and they stopped their activities. And the non-moving creatures, like the plants, trees, and even the stones, began to shiver in ecstasy. Thus, while Krishna was engaged in tending the cows in the forest of Vrindavan on Govardhan Hill, all the cowherd girls were absorbed in thoughts of him and in discussing his different pastimes. They do not know that he is God. They think that Krishna is their most lovable friend.
Most lovable friend?
Yes. In Vrindavan, no one thinks that Krishna is God. Not his father, Nanda Maharaj, nor Mother Yashoda. Not the cowherd boys or girls. Not anyone. Bilva, what is it?
I know who you are. Oh, Krishna.
What are you saying?
Krishna. Oh, you may have escaped from my grasp, but you will never, never slip from my heart. I came to Vrindavan seeking liberation from the sufferings of life. Now, liberation stands at my door with folded hands waiting to serve me. For now that I have you, my Lord, I have everything. Krishna, Krishna. I see you in my mind's eye, looking at me, smiling at me. Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Mangala, it's getting late. Time to come home now.